Amy Witry here, 12th woman, week 10 in the NFL, and a lot of great things happened, even though the Saints had a bye. Now, a bye means they didn't play. They basically had a week off. I feel like I should explain that for my gays, because sometimes when my gays hear bye, they think something completely different. Okay, so I had some downtime this week, so I did some girl things, like I went shopping and, I sabotaged a relationship, thank you, things I'm very good at. And in my defense, the relationship started after the Saints lost to the Browns a few weeks ago, and that's like kind of when I thought the world was ending, and I was obviously very vulnerable at the time, and by vulnerable I mean hammered. Anyway, this week I went to watch football at Goal, a new sports bar on 3rd Street in LA, with my gay brother husband, who had 2 great seats at the bar and a delicious Diet Coke waiting for me when I got there. Unbelievable. Now, there was something on the menu there called the Superbowl Sunday, and I was like, wait a minute, I went to the Super Bowl, Brian watched the Super Bowl, the Saints won the Super Bowl, we're probably supposed to have this Sunday. And we totally did. It was delicious ice cream, cookies, heaven. Okay. And the bartender there was great. Honestly, this is a really cool bar, and at one point in time when they switched and there was a Laker game instead of the football game that I wanted to see on one of the 70 TVs, he was like, hey, you know what? I just want to make you happy. I can switch that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just got out of a relationship. But that's cool. I totally appreciate it. Okay. Now, the great thing about November is football's on Thursday nights, even though Atlanta did not, I wanted them to go down so bad. But they beat Baltimore. Damn you, Matt Ryan. And I had a big fantasy dilemma. Do I start Matt Ryan or do I start Dirty Sanchez? I ended up going with Dirty Sanchez because I just couldn't root for the Falcons in any way, shape, or form. And it ended up not mattering fantasy-wise because I won by like a ton of points. And so it all worked out. The Jets beat Cleveland 26-20. Sorry, Laura Wendell. I do have to say, though, that I think that would have been a somewhat fun game to be at, because I think Rex Ryan is kind of fun, and I think his brother Rob is kind of fun, and I'd like to hang out with them because I would also feel like really skinny if I was hanging out with those guys. Now, I always have to talk about someone's junk, and this week we're going to talk about Jericho's junk. Okay, Jericho Cotchery and the New York Jets had a groin tear this weekend at this weekend's game. Ow! Yeah, that sounds like that's probably going to hurt a lot. Now, the way he's rehabbing that is through ice, cold tubs, electronic stimulation, and massage. Sounds like Jericho's going to Vegas. All right. How about them Cowboys? They beat the Giants 33-20. Congrats, Jason Garrett. Like, I knew the Cowboys were due. I actually picked up one of them for my fantasy team this week, started them. I got a few points, but the thing is, I knew the Cowboys were going to come around. Congrats, guys. And P.S., what's happening, Giants? Your stadium is ghetto poor because there was like the power went out, all that kind of stuff during a game. Yikes. All right. Denver beat Kansas City 49-29. But the funny thing about that game is afterwards, Kansas City's coach wouldn't shake Denver's coach's hand because, I don't know, I guess he's a teen girl. What is happening? Later he came back and apologized, but dude, there's like no excuse for that. You're coaching an NFL team. You shake someone's hand. You don't act like a bitchy little girl. Okay, now, Buffalo got their first win this weekend. Congrats, 14-12 over Detroit. And I have Fred Jackson on my fantasy team. My dad calls me up because my dad is an Iowa Hawkeye season ticket holder and a big fan. He's like, Amy, I hope you started Fred Jackson on your fantasy team this week. And I absolutely did. He had 133 yards, 2 touchdowns, just added to my huge fantasy win. Okay. My second favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings, lost to my least favorite team, Chicago Bears, 27-13. That one hurt a little bit, I'm not going to lie, and my friend John called me. My friend John, who's a Bears fan, he was actually at the game, and so we spoke, and he said that even he was surprised at that game, and he had no idea that the Bears would be even 6-3 right now. But congrats to those Bear fans, because that's where you're at. Indianapolis over Cincinnati, 23-17. Blah, who cares about that? Well, the thing I do care about is that I started Ocho Cinco this week on my fantasy team because I knew he was due for some points and some yards because he's been bitching about not getting the ball. So you knew he was going to get the ball pretty soon. That just added to my huge fantasy win. Okay, Miami Dolphins, 29-17 over Tennessee Titans. And they basically did it without a quarterback because Miami ran out of their chads and some guy Tyler worked out for a minute, but I'm pretty sure that job's open. Matt Dana, if you want it. Okay. 49ers over St. Louis, 23-20 in overtime. Congratulations, 49er fans. And let's talk about Monday Night Football. Okay, 59-28, Eagles over Redskins. Now, congrats to Michael Vick, because he looked amazing, set all sorts of records and whatnot. But I have to say, there's a part of me that kind of felt a little bit bad for Donovan McNabb. I mean, I know he's got like $77 million coming to him, but, oh, dude, that's embarrassing. That's got to hurt a little bit, because I feel like a lot of people watching on kind of how it was like an Eagles-Redskins game on a Monday night. Okay. Now, I know that you guys all remember when I got a Tiffany bracelet a few weeks ago as a gift, and the gifts just keep on coming in. Hold on, let me get it here. Yes, hello. Kristen McDonald Fortner gave me NFL mini helmet ornaments, a 4-pack, and yeah, they're Saints helmets, so Very exciting for my Christmas tree, which you'll probably see in my studio at some point in time. So it's all, you know what? It's that time of year. Start sending gifts. I'll accept them. Okay, now what's going to be a huge gift for me is this weekend I will be healing and mending my broken heart in New Orleans. Yes, I'm finally going back. I'll be in the Dome on Sunday for the Saints-Seattle game, and I expect a big, fat blowout. I'm looking for 40 points. Reggie's back. He's going to see Pete Carroll. They're probably going to have a conversation. Reggie's going to be like, dude, did you didn't know? And Pete's going to be like, no, dude, I totally had no idea. And Reggie's like, dude, I may be dumb, but you're an idiot. And then Pete Carroll's going to like, what? And then Pete Carroll's going to lose, and he's going to go home. It's going to be awesome. So I'll be in New Orleans this week, and I'll have tons of stories. Some I will share with you for next week. I'm Witry. See you guys.